Okay, right now about half of you are thinking, what's going on with the new intro? And the other half are thinking, who's this blonde American girl? Well, you know what, naysayers? We've got a new TARDIS, a new logo, a new theme song, and a new Doctor this season. So perhaps you should turn your confusery toward Matt Smith's eyebrows, or sporadic lack thereof, and let me get on with the review. I'm Robin Schneider, the new vlogger for Doctor Who Online, and today we're talking episode 7, Amy's Choice. Simon Nye was the writer on this one. Yep, the writer and creator of Men Behaving Badly. He's a sitcom guy with a background translating Molière for the stage. And oddly, it worked. Nye had the Doctor, Amy, and Rory confronted with two possible realities. In one, they're stuck in a malfunctioning TARDIS. And in the other, it's 5 years in the future, Amy and Rory are married with a baby on the way, and they live in a dull little village called Upper Ledworth. They must work out which of the two scenarios is a dream and which is reality. Sounds simple, but throw in the fact that they're constantly switching back and forth between the realities, and facing life-threatening danger in each. And suddenly, even the viewer isn't sure entirely what to believe. Can I just say that I loved Toby Jones as the Dream Lord? His creepy orchestration of the choice between the realities was fantastically done, and he played a type of villain rarely seen in Who, the kind who can't be fought with a sonic screwdriver. In an episode where no one was quite certain what was true, Nye brilliantly showed the Dream Lord and the Time Lord knowing the truth about one another. Throughout the episode, the Dream Lord tore away at the Doctor's character, accusing him of being an intergalactic wag with cockamamie hair, of being an old man who preferred the company of the young, abandoning them once their adventures were through, and of never trusting anyone with his true name. What worked well in Amy's Choice was the switch between the two realities. In one, the team was faced with the threat of a cold star, and in the other, murderous aliens masquerading as pensioners. Nye chose to ignore the overall season arc of cracks in time and space, and instead to focus on the relationships between Rory, Amy, and the Doctor. Amy's a fantastic companion, the little girl who grew up waiting for her beloved Doctor to return and take her away, only to have him arrive on the eve of her wedding. She's got this Peter Pan-like way of viewing the TARDIS as Neverland. As long as the Doctor is around, she never has to grow up. It can be the night before her wedding forever. But what I love particularly is the relationship between Amy and Rory. I've heard a lot of comparisons to Rose and Mickey, but I actually think they're far more reminiscent of Gwyn and Rhys from the spin-off series Torchwood, with Rory playing the safe, bumbling, deeply in love boyfriend who's ready to settle down, and Amy is the stubborn girl who can't turn down an adventure no matter how dangerous. One interesting point that I brought up after the last episode was how Amy's two men are a doctor and a nurse. Nye caught this as well, writing a fantastic little scene where the trio is walking through Upper Ledworth and an old lady passes by calling, "Oh, hello, Doctor." We find out that in the Ledworth reality, Rory has become a doctor, possibly in order to convince himself that he isn't always destined to be the less capable second choice. It's taken even further when they visit the old folks' home, and old Mrs. Poggett asks if the Doctor is one of Rory's junior doctors. If the Doctor is one of the Doctor's junior doctors. No, I had it right the first time. What I liked? Amy realizing that she didn't want to live without Rory and choosing him. The running gag about Rory's ponytail, which was totally not just a ponytail, but was also some sort of awkward Euro mullet. Attack of the old people! A lot of the dialogue. The Dream Lord and Amy had the best lines in this one. Very sitcom-y, but in a good way. The Dream Lord. In a boater hat, and in general. And the twist at the end that both realities were dreams. What I didn't like? Aliens that look like eyes. Again. Other Robin, didn't we just see that before? Yeah, with the Atraxi in episode 1. Psychic pollen. Come on. You're gonna have to do better than that, Simon Nye. It was decidedly lame. I mean, we've got such a psychologically testing episode for Amy, Rory, and the Doctor where they're forced to confront a lot of uncomfortable truths about themselves. And the explanation is a 30-second bit about pollen spores and the Doctor dreaming it up. All in all, this was a brilliant premise, and I can't believe how well it all fit into one episode, except for the psychic pollen rubbish. And while I did like the dialogue quite a lot, as well as the subtle reminder of the darkness the Doctor carries with him and his relentless self-loathing, I wasn't entirely sure whether I admired the episode, or just admired it for going there. Karen Gillan gave us some delightful physical comedy. Matt Smith had the appropriate gravitas mixed in with his signature madcap professor routine, and Toby Jones just wins. But even strong performances couldn't make up for the fact that this episode gives you a headache if you think about it too much. Question for the comments. Did you see it coming that neither world was the real one? Or were you surprised? Let us know in the comments or over on DWO. Thanks for watching.